Hello students, welcome in our new video. Today we are turning towards our third poem, 2.3, There is Another Sky. Textbook page number 76. See the information about our poetess. Emily Dickinson, born on 1830 and died on 1886. She is an American poet of the 19th century. She lived a lonely life. Most of her poems are motivational and philosophical. They are unique to her era and are characterized by simple and short lines. She often used slant rhymes and unconventional capitalization and punctuation. Her poems are the psalms and hymns of life in all its shades. There is Another Sky is an inspirational poem with a message of never say die. It is a Petrarchan sonnet with octave and sestet. The poet is communicating to her brother through a letter. She encourages her brother not to get depressed under any circumstances and pleads with him to return home. Life is full of challenges. One can tackle the challenges with a positive attitude. The poem ends on an optimistic note. The brighter garden stands for choices that life offers to all. Okay, see, our poem, There is Another Sky, is an inspirational poem. It is a motivational poem. If you look at the poem, you will notice that there are two stanzas in our poem. The first stanza is of 8 lines and the second stanza is of 6 lines. 8 plus 6, 14 lines are there. 14 lines poem is called as sonnet. In sonnet, first stanza is of 8 lines and that 8 line stanza is called as octave. And the second stanza is of 6 lines and it is called as sestet. Okay. Our poem is an inspirational poem. It is a motivational poem. There is Another Sky is a poem about life being a journey of ups and downs, success and failures, joys and sorrows. Understand? In the title itself, the poet used metaphor. Understand? In the title itself, the poet wants to motivate her brother. She wants to encourage her brother. See, what is the title? There is Another Sky. The title itself is motivational. The title itself is inspirational. What do you mean by the title, There is Another Sky? Through this title, the poetess wants to tell her brother Austin that there is another opportunity available. She wants to tell her brother that there is another hope available. She wants to tell her brother that there is another option available. You can say that there is another place available. There is another chance. There is another opportunity available. Understand? So, the title is motivational. If you glance through the poem, you will notice that our first stanza started with a word there and our second stanza started with a word here. Through these words there and here, our poetess differentiate between two places. Understand? Through the word there, she wants to describe or she wants to tell her brother how the world where he is living is, and through the word here, she wants to tell her brother how the world she is living is. Understand? See the poem. There is another sky, ever serene and fair, and there is another sunshine, though it be darkness there. Never mind faded forests, austin, never mind silent fields. Here is a little forest whose leaf is evergreen. See, there is another sky, ever serene and fair. See the word serene. Serene means calm, peaceful. And the word fair. Fair tells us about the hopes, about the options, about the chances and the opportunities available in our life. In the first line itself, the poetess wants to tell her brother that there is another option available in your life. Maybe where he is living, that life is hopeless life. Her brother Austin is living a pessimistic life. Pessimistic means hopeless life. He loses all his hopes in life, and that's why he is in distress. That's why he is depressed totally in his life. And that's why our poetess wants to motivate him. Him means to her brother. She wants to encourage her brother. And that's why she is telling him that there is another sky, ever serene and fair. And there is another sunshine. See the word sunshine. Through the word sunshine, she wants to tell him that there are more hopes available. So don't lose your hopes. Understand? There is another sunshine. Means though there is failure, though there is darkness, though there is sorrow in your life, just try to overcome all these darknesses in your life. Try to overcome them. Understand? And try to accept your life as a challenge. Life is full of challenges. We have to tackle with these challenges. We have to accept these challenges. Understand? We have to accept our life with full of challenges. Though it be darkness there. There means where he is living now. It means that in his life there is darkness. His life is totally dark. His life is without hopes. But what she is telling in the next line, that never mind faded forests, Austin, never mind silent fields. Silent fields, it means that there is nothing happening in his life. His life is totally in distress. He is totally depressed in his life, and that's why nothing happened in his life. Understand? But never mind about these silent fields. Never mind about it. Don't be worried about your life. Understand? Be optimistic and accept your life with these challenges. Accept your life what it is. Understand? And try to overcome all the problems, the hindrances, the failures. Understand? The difficulties in your life. Try to overcome these difficulties. Understand? See the next line. Here is a little forest whose leaf is evergreen. Here, through the word here, the poetess wants to describe the life where she is living. Here is a little forest whose leaf is evergreen. The word green tells us about hopes, about the chances, about the opportunities in her life. She, through the word green, she wants to tell about the happiness in her life. Understand? Her life is happy life. She is enjoying her life, and that's why she wants to request her brother. She wants to plead her brother. She wants to address her brother to come and live here. It means that maybe Austin is not living with his sister. Understand? He is living somewhere. Understand? And that's why here the poetess wants to tell him that come and live with me. My life is with lots of hopes. I too have to tackle with the challenges, but I am fully optimistic, and that's why here she wants to tell her brother, be optimistic. Understand? See the second stanza. Here is a brighter garden where not a frost has been. In its unfading flowers, I hear the bright bee hum. Preeti, my brother, into my garden come. See, our stanzas started with a word here. Here means where the poetess is living. Here is a brighter garden. The word brighter garden tells us about the choices that life offers to all. But she is telling to her brother that here are lots of choices, chances, opportunities, hopes available where I am living. And that's why she used the word brighter garden. Means lots of choices are available there. Lots of chances are available there. Lots of opportunities are available where I am living. And that's why she is telling that here is a brighter garden where not a frost has been. She describes the happier garden. Garden means where she is living. It indicates her life. How is her life? Her life is, though there are challenges, though there are lots of challenges in her life, what she is telling that there are lots of choices in my life. So the word brighter tells us about the happier life where she is living. Understand? Not faded. In the second part of our poem, in the second stanza, the poetess encourages her brother by telling him about the brighter side of life where she is living. Understand? Here our poetess trying to give him hopes. Understand? See? Here is a brighter garden where not a frost has been. In its unfading flowers, I hear the bright bee hum. See the word unfading. Unfading means bright, colorful. In its unfading flowers, I hear the bright bee hum. Flowers indicates the happiness. See, unfading flowers, the bright, the colorful flowers are there in my life. It means that her life is colorful life. Lots of hopes are there. Happiness is there. Understand? And see, in its unfading flowers, I hear the bright bee hum. I am listening the sound of bees. Bees are humming here. It means that it indicates the happiness in her life. Understand? Though challenges are there, she too has to face the challenges. She too has to experience the up and downs in her life. Understand? She too has to face the failures and the success also in her life. But she is happy in her life. And that's why through the words bright bee hum, she wants to give the idea about the happiness in her life. I hear the bright bee hum. Preeti, my brother, into my garden come. Preeti. She used to call her brother as Preeti. Her brother's name is Austin, and our poetess uh, used to call him as Preeti. So, what she is telling, Preeti, my brother, into my garden come. Garden means where where she is living now. So her life is, though there are challenges, though her life is full of challenges, she accept that challenges. Understand? She accept those challenges and she is living a happy life. And that's why through this poem, she wants to encourage her brother. She wants to motivate her brother and she wants to give him address. She wants to give him advice that don't lose hopes. And that's why the title, There is Another Sky, that there is another hope available in your life. Understand? या पोएम मधून पोएटेसने आपल्या भावाला, जो छोटा आहे, ऑस्टिन नाव आहे त्याचं, त्या भावाला कुठेतरी एनकरेज करण्याचा, मोटिवेट करण्याचा, इन्स्पायर करण्याचा, म्हणजे प्रेरणा देण्याचा प्रयत्न केलेला आहे. तो आता आपल्या बहिणीसोबत राहत नाहीये आणि म्हणून 2 स्टॅन्झाजमध्ये पोएटेसने देअर आणि हिअर हे शब्द वापरून दोन्ही लाईफचं वर्णन केलेलं आहे. दोन्ही लाईफ म्हणजे तिच्या भावाचं लाईफ आणि तिचं लाईफ. अंडरस्टँड? त्याचं लाईफ, सध्याचं जे लाईफ आहे ते कुठेतरी अंधकार आहे त्याच्या लाईफमध्ये. त्याने सगळे होप्स आपले गमावलेले आहेत आणि म्हणून पोएटेसला कुठेतरी त्याला आशेचा किरण दाखवायचा आहे की माझ्या लाईफमध्ये सुद्धा चॅलेंजेस आहेत किंवा कुठेतरी अप्स अँड डाऊन्स आहेत, कुठेतरी सक्सेस फेल्युअर्स आहेत. मी माझं लाईफ ऍक्सेप्ट केलेलं आहे. मी कुठेतरी ऑप्टिमिस्टिक बनलेली आहे आणि तूही तसंच बन आणि त्याच्यामुळे तू माझ्याकडे येऊन राहा आणि तुझ्या लाईफमध्ये जे काही डिस्ट्रेस, निराशा किंवा तू तुझे होप्स, आशा गमावलेल्या आहेस त्या कुठेतरी तुला परत मिळवता येतील. आणि म्हणून पोएटेस त्याला कुठेतरी ऍड्रेस करतेय, सल्ला देतेय की तू माझ्याकडे येऊन राहा. ओके, थँक्यू.